An old alchemist, tired of his long life, wanted to find a worthy successor. He heard of a man known for his virtue and piety and decided to test him. So, the alchemist visited the man's humble home. He said, "My friend, I see you are a good soul, yet you live in poverty. I wish to help you. I have here a stone, a very special one. It is the philosopher's stone." The man looked at the small reddish stone in the alchemist's hand, his eyes wide with disbelief. The alchemist continued, "With just a small piece of this stone, you can turn a mountain of iron into pure gold. I will leave it with you. I must travel for a day, but I will return tomorrow evening to take it back. In that time, you can create all the gold you desire. You will be richer than any king." With that, the alchemist placed the stone in the man's hand and left. The man was overjoyed. He couldn't believe his luck. He danced around his small hut shouting, "I'm rich. I'm rich. I'll never be poor again." His mind raced with possibilities. He would buy a grand palace, feast on the finest foods, wear the most luxurious clothes. He would help his family, his friends, and all the poor people in his village. He would build hospitals and schools. The possibilities were endless. He spent the rest of the day daydreaming, lost in a fantasy of his future wealth and generosity. The sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple. He thought, "I have all night and all of tomorrow. There's no rush. I should start by getting the iron. But where do I get a mountain of it? Ah, the market. I'll go first thing in the morning." Satisfied with his plan, he ate his simple dinner and went to sleep, dreaming of mountains of gold. The next morning, he woke up feeling refreshed and excited. He thought, "Today is the day. I'll go to the market now and buy all the iron I can find." But as he was about to leave, a thought struck him. "Wait, if I buy all the iron in the market, the price will skyrocket. The blacksmiths and merchants will become suspicious. They might think I've discovered a mine and try to follow me. It's too risky." He paced back and forth, stroking his chin. "I need a better plan. What if I buy a little iron from many different markets in different towns? Yes, that's much smarter. It will take more time, but no one will suspect a thing." He felt proud of his cleverness. But then another problem arose. Traveling to different towns would take the entire day. He would have to rush, and he might not gather enough iron before the alchemist returned in the evening. He sat down, feeling a bit frustrated. "This is more complicated than I thought." He looked at the philosopher's stone on his table. It seemed to mock him with its silent promise. "Maybe I don't need a mountain of iron," he reasoned. "Even a small pile would make me very wealthy. I could just use the iron tools I have here in my workshop. My hammer, my anvil, my tongs. That should be enough to live comfortably for the rest of my life." He liked this idea. It was simple and safe. "Yes, that's what I'll do. But why settle for comfortable when I can be magnificent? The alchemist gave me this opportunity to become the richest man in the world. I shouldn't waste it on a few tools." He was torn. The desire for immense wealth battled with the practicality of a simpler solution. Hours passed. The sun climbed high in the sky and then began its slow descent. The man was still sitting at his table, paralyzed by indecision. He kept weighing his options, creating grand plans only to find flaws in them, then creating smaller plans only to feel they weren't ambitious enough. He was so busy planning how to get the most gold that he forgot to make any gold at all. Suddenly, he heard a knock on the door. He looked outside. The sun had set, and the sky was dark. It was the alchemist. His heart sank. He hadn't touched the stone. He hadn't turned a single piece of iron into gold. The alchemist entered and smiled gently. "I have returned, my friend. I trust you have made good use of my gift." The man looked down in shame, holding out the untouched stone. I'm sorry," he stammered. "I spent the entire time trying to figure out the best way to use it. I wanted to make the most of the opportunity, to get the perfect amount of iron, to have the perfect plan. And in the end, I did nothing." The alchemist took the stone and nodded slowly. He wasn't angry, only a little sad. "This is the curse of the stone," he said softly. "It doesn't just turn iron into gold. It reveals what's already inside a person's heart. You are so busy calculating and planning for a perfect future that you completely miss the opportunity right in front of you. Opportunity, my friend, is not a treasure to be hoarded or a puzzle to be solved. It's a tool to be used, here and now." And with those words, the alchemist left, leaving the man alone in his hut, just as poor as he was before, but now burdened with the heavy weight of a lesson learned too late. He realized that the greatest wealth isn't gold, but the wisdom to act when the moment is right. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that makes you think. See you next time.